little bit better. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Hot Shot Haven. Well, I hope y'all get y'all notifications. I hope everybody doing well today. Give everybody a chance to come back up in here. All right, 859. Appreciate y'all coming back. Big country. Yes, sir. Um, like I said, man, I can't talk about what's up, Mike, Joe. What it be like, Reggie? Appreciate y'all. 85, that 10 speed in that little red wagon, boy. And see, that's the type of grind and mental aspect that it takes to have that type of mentality to be somebody like Amazon. See, they rock, and whoever over there logistics rock like I rock on basically whatever come up. Just get it done. We don't care what you got to spend to an extent. You don't really care what type of efforts you have to make to a certain extent. As long as what you working toward is for the greater good, it may not be now, it may be later, it may be in the future, it may be down the line. You may lose a ton of money in the process of doing it in order to just only, if not anything else, still be around when a lot of people wasn't thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? They call that handling the business, or you shall be the business. If anybody know how that works, if you don't handle the business gonna handle you. Trust and believe, the business shall handle you. And that's especially true in logistics, where things are time sensitive. It's a lot of money on the line, moving things back and forth. It's our thing. It's what we do. And just to come to y'all and be able to show y'all a small part of what I do, what we do as a company, you know what I'm saying, is truly a blessing. But I make the videos so y'all can see that even coming from a little bit of mediocre setup that most people thought wouldn't work, told me to my face that shit ain't gonna work. That you can't make no money with '06 Ram. That truck got what 250 horsepower with a stick shift in it. Only got about 650 foot-pounds of torque with a stick shift in it. Man, you're gonna be driving from California and all these places and see all this stuff shifting all them gear, man. Why you don't just get you a newer, better truck and come out balling? That shit ain't gonna work. Them 28 feet, that ain't gonna work. That shit ain't gonna work. You can't carry but 10,000 and some change. That ain't gonna work. You know? Bean, what's up, baby? So when people go against the grain and think outside the box, whether it be on a personal level, company level, you know what I'm saying? When they really talking about getting some money and they able to think of things that other people really can't think of, they excel. It don't matter what you're doing. If you think of some stuff that eliminates problems, you are a problem solver. You probably succeed because the business is full of problems that need solving on a daily basis. Some small, some large. Maybe something as small as fuel and all the trucks that Amazon has and keeping the network with fuel. I mean, that's a small problem because there's a lot of fuel, but it's a big problem if it's ever a shortage on fuel. What are the contingencies for that? And things of that nature, mechanical failures, and having contracted companies that are going to come out and save your truck, save your trailer, switch tires, and all that stuff. And that's one of the things that I look at when I look at Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I ain't holding they nuts. It just is what it is. Smart is smart. Smart is smart. Dumb is dumb as hell. But smart is smart. I don't care who does it. It could be the dumbest person you ever met in your life. And they do something to get a round peg through a square hole and they do it without messing up nothing, I don't care if it's boo boo the fool, you gonna look at them and be like, man, how you do that? How you put that round peg through that square hole without messing up the square hole, man? How the hell did you do that? And that's what's going on right now. There's a whole lot of people that come into the realization in business that it ain't about what you want. Just like with this, it ain't about what Amazon want. Amazon want to take over the world and rule everything and have all this stuff under their umbrella and everything. That's a long term plan. But what steps are they doing to make sure it happens? They're being able to offer services because it's a service industry that most can't match. I'm able to offer services as a company in my area that most can't match. I want y'all to think about something. If you order something, let's just say online, and it says it's going to be here in a week, and it comes in a week. But then you look on another website after you order said item that's coming in a week, and you see that item for 10 or 15% less, and it's going to be here in 2 days. Next time you order that item again, we kind of know which way you're going to go with that. Doesn't take rocket science. So, Amazon's smart, y'all. And it's one of those things where it's smart on a lot of levels. Because, like I tell you guys, with logistics and all this stuff, it's a lot of levels. As small as who's going to be responsible for rotating tires or doing stuff like that, or who's going to be responsible for getting the shipment in from China. Little stuff all the way up to the hey, man, if we don't get the ship in, we can't keep the warehouse stocked, our items out of stock percentage is going to rise, which is going to make our service quality go down. And this is a service industry. So we got to do something about that. Same thing with trucking, whether high side trucking, you car hauling, you're heavy hauling, you're hauling cows, you're hauling grain. It don't matter. It's a service industry. Can you provide a service or a level of service that others around you cannot? And do you know how to charge for being a person that can provide these services? Because I ain't providing these services for free, and neither are Amazon. Well, once you get into there, you be like, well, they provide so many services. Why are their prices so low? The same reason I showed y'all 2018 how to stack partials. Shout out Partial King. I showed y'all 2018 compounding freight. That's what I was calling it. I'm compounding freight, and it's all going the same way because it's the law of mass and volume. So if I could move 3 or 4 items at the same time, and because each item is only taking up a small amount, the broker doesn't pay a full truckload, but yet I have room enough to make well over a full truckload just by independently stacking partials. And I had a conversation last night at the coil receiver last night. I was in Madison, Mississippi. I drove up from Mobile after I left Pensacola. And I had a conversation with another owner operator. Yeah, like I said, about 8 o'clock last night while I was dropping off. And we had a really good conversation. But the topic of discussion was, you know, generators is a said location in Wisconsin that have a warehouse full of generators. How I know this? Because I shot up that way. And sometimes when they come back to Florida for to go home, I put a generator. He'll put a generator, two, maybe three. One may be dropping out Indiana, one might be dropping off in Tennessee, the other one dropping off in Georgia, and he might have a fourth one on there. You never know. Dropping off in Florida. And the shipper looks like, hey, we're only paying a small amount to get the generator there, which is cool, which the customer doesn't get hit real hard with shipping or anything. But I got three or four on the truck. So my volume and the amount that I'm moving, it profits me more, costs the customer less, and in the end, everybody wins. Well, you look at Amazon, they take that to an extreme level, an extreme level. And what I was telling that gentleman last night, we weren't even talking about Amazon. I'm just talking about how logistics work. And this guy done been driving a long time. He very much my senior. Been in the truck a many years. Can't take nothing from him. He done seen the best and the worst of trucking. But one thing about it, some people that have been in the truck that long still don't really understand business the way some people that sit down and really think about this stuff and really are multilateral thinkers, you know what I'm saying, think about business. And that brings me back to the generators. Now, I'm gonna tell you just like this. Oh, Naked HD, we got spam. We gonna remove that comment. Yes, sir. Deleted by High Shy Haven. Boy, they is jerk all in it, boy. Let's remove that. And high user on this channel. User's message will be hidden. Let's see. Put user in timeout. Put user in timeout. Yeah, I know, man. That spam came up there like crazy. Turned out. Okay, my bad. I clicked it. Oh shit, bro. What you what you click? You click some crazy stuff on there, boy. You come in and thought, boy, that's crazy. What's up, y'all? But okay. So like I was telling the gentleman while I was driving over last night, I was like, man, you know that in them situations where you coming out of the same location and dropping off in different areas, if the drop off is not the same facility or within a certain limitation, I gave them some mile ranges on what the limitation in my mind should be, that pickup, let's just say 4 generators from that place in Wisconsin, is not, I repeat, is not one pick 4 drop. Uh-oh. Whoa, wait a minute. I said it's not one pick, 4 drops. That's a nugget for y'all. If y'all do this, if you parceling a truck out, you parceling a hot shot out, and all this stuff coming out at the same place. If it's not listed as one pick, 4 drops, and you see compounded loads that seemingly to be going in a southerly direction, look at Mr. Come See Me. I like Mr. Come See Me because Mr. Come See Me know what's going on. That's 4 different rates. It is. That's 4 different rate confirmations. It is. And where brokers will get it twisted sometimes, such as with cars. I gotta touch on this. That's why if people used to have me in 2018, man, you doing hot shot. Why you ain't got central dispatch? Cause I ain't got my ass on them folks in that cheap ass car. Yeah, you can make a living doing it. Man, it's tougher. And when they get stanking, get what they do? They start to group the cars together. So it save a lazy person some time of having to book 1 car, 2 car, 3 car, or call and getting 2 cars out of this dealer or this auction, go and pick up another car and another car. It saves you some time, so they'll group them in threes or fours. And for them doing your job and for putting that together like that, get what you gonna get out of the deal. Probably about 40 to 60 cents per car. That's yet another reason why I say non-CDL car hauling doesn't work right. Logistics is about volume. This industry is about service. It's about what the need is. If the need is to move cars, the need to move cars is the need to move volume. Because if they need to move cars, they need to move more than one or two. That's why we'll slide over there to Hot Shot Day. Shout out Hot Shot Day. That came out the mud, you know what I'm saying, with the I think it was an F-250, a single car haul, and that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he started. Everybody got to start somewhere, but that is the most trash business model you can ever make for pulling cars. I'm just so sorry. Unless you got a tow truck license, you got a tow truck, and you finna winch this stuff on here and charge like a tow truck. That is the most bullshit thing you could do in logistics. Is to come out and pull one car. Well, Jonathan, that's some hating ass shit because you know what I'm saying. He still got 26,000 pounds to work with. You can get two. Yeah, if your money allow you to get a two-car trailer. If your money allow you to get a three-car trailer, that's light enough. You may be able to carry three small cars and still stay underweight, which is cool. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna say this again and again and again. Without a CDL, pulling cars, unless you're moving directly for a direct person that have some sense on what they're paying, you will never find a 4 foot long, 500-pound car that pays $2 a mile. I don't know no better, no more obvious way to say it. You will never find a 4 foot long, 500-pound vehicle, a car, not even a golf cart, that's gonna pay $2 a mile when I could go pick up a eh, yeah. I'm gonna tell you like this. I go pick up a air conditioning unit that is 6 feet long, weighs 1,200 pounds on my 35-foot trailer. I had 29 feet left after that. That air conditioner was probably paying about $2 a mile. I know I picked up one. I think in Louisiana, which yeah, Louisiana, and took it to Memphis, 500 miles for $1,000, along with another 4 foot partial in a video that I did, up to Memphis also for $1,000 on 500 miles, $2,000 for 500 miles. That's $4 a mile, and I only took up 12 feet of deck space. You will not find a 12-foot long, 2,000-pound vehicle that pays $4 a mile. Y'all stay with me, people. Y'all stay with me. Please stay with me. This economic 101 right here. Space and weight. So let's go to Amazon. Let's talk about what they do. Let's talk about how they smarter than the average bear. And they look at what the service need is, and then they forecast in the future how that need will be exacerbated or not, and what steps need to be taken in order to rectify the problem before the problem become a problem. Because when you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. All these folk right now got all these ships hanging out on the ports and docks and stuff like that because they ain't ready. They wasn't ready. Average ship staying out of port out there in the water 40 40 to 100 days. 40 to 100 days for a shipload of cargo. And let's just say, I'm gonna say it like this. Now Walmart trying to do it. They trying to do it. I think a couple most of those trying to do what Amazon already doing. See, the problem with ships being sitting out there and each ship coming in when it comes in and this and that and the other is, if you're a retailer or somebody that warehouses a product and you warehouse a bunch of different products that come from a bunch of different places in the world, all your stuff is not on this one ship that's sitting out there. If you're a household retailer, you got one ship out there coming from a certain country, Turkey or somewhere like that, full of nothing but furniture. Then you got another one that's full of nothing but lighting that's coming from China somewhere. Then you got another ship sitting out there off the port that's coming from Venezuela somewhere with nothing but hemp baskets and crochet stuff like that. But combined together, that's your whole inventory. So when one ship comes in, you may have the furniture, but you ain't got the lighting to go with it. Or the lighting may come in and you don't got the wicker baskets and the little flower sets and all that stuff that you would normally offer at your store or on your warehouse. So what Amazon do? Amazon did what a player supposed to do. If you say you got money, spend it. What they do? First of all, I told y'all back in 2019, before this stuff happened, first beginning of 2019, I said Amazon just bought 11,000 trailers. Then I came back about 4 months after that and I said, man, they put an order in for another 15,000 trailers. I said mistakenly that Amazon look like they're gonna turn up on the power on the game, which they did, and that they ain't been to buy a truck in the world, just a lot of trailers, just a bunch of trailers. I was slightly off. Cause I see they power units are out. They got a lot of day cabs. Yes, they do. They got quite a few day cabs. I seen some more coming on the lot to be dropped off that had probably been ordered last year. Ain't got to get ready because they stay ready. Now, check this out. Not only did they get their own trailer, they ordered them trailers from Hyundai. See, I be paying attention. They ordered them trailers from Hyundai. And the order trailer was so big. And they turned around and ordered thousands of containers. It got so serious that they actually started building their own containers. Okay. So what that mean? You got a lot of place to put stuff. You got a lot of stuff to move stuff around. You can get stuff moved. You got okay, now you got COVID. Malls went out of business. Tear them all down. Amazon like, man, they rolled the dice on it and bought every mall they saw and turned it into a distribution center because you're not going to have a mall unless it's economic strength in the area to support a mall. Malls don't stay in business, as we can see, just because it's a mall. It stays in business by being located in a hub city or somewhere a metropolitan area. Same thing hold true to getting the packages in and out. There's a densely populated area. It makes sense. They got some good air problem solvers, man. I ain't gonna lie. I want to go work for them, not driving no truck, but in the office. Cause boy, that type of shit they be on, that type of shit I be up on every day, twice a day, 3 times a day. But at the same time, I like to work for them folk because they got sense up in there. So get what they do. They got all these containers, all these trailers, all this stuff that they can move. They got somewhere to put it, but don't hardly none of this stuff come from over here. So what they do, man, forget about paying and putting X number of containers on a container ship in every stop, every port that it stops in until you fill it up and send another ship on another day from another port, fill it up, and it's coming this way. No, 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 no. Them folks tried the whole container ship. That's why the thumbnail is what it is. You think anybody else stuff on that ship? Not unless they paying Amazon. See, that's the whole thing. From the time they start loading in the first port overseas to the last port overseas before they make their real trip on over here, they go pick up everything. Not everything, but everything. And bring it on one ship. Now that's a slight risk versus reward type moment because if the ship go down, which odds are it won't, but if the ship goes down in the middle of the water, that's everything on that load. That's a lot. That's everything. So they weigh that. they look at what their pack sitting like over there in the corner. They like, man, we got warehouse full of stuff, but we still got stuff that ain't here. And we consolidate all this stuff on one ship, bring it over. Once that one ship is cleared and it pulls up and it starts to offload its cargo, guess what Amazon has just did? They just killed about 5 birds with one stone, because once they start unloading their ship, they're gonna unload it to completion. That ship will be empty. And by no one else cargo being miscellaneously put all over the ship, and you waiting for more containers off different ships and another ship to come with a few more of your containers, you got everything all at once. Shout out Walmart. Y'all doing it. Y'all late doing it. These folk been doing it. But at the same time, they trying to keep up. That's why Amazon do what Amazon do. And that's also why the prices on Amazon ain't quite as cheap as it was. I bought some dry tires off Amazon. They were cheaper than going in the store and getting them. But it really wasn't by much. And then you factor in the wait time on this stuff. I waited about a week and a half for some tires that I know. Last year, I ordered the same tires and they came the next day. So 1 day versus 5 to 7 days, and the price ain't quite what it could have been, but it's cheaper than what it, should be. It's still an upside to it, but at the same time, they working hard. They working hard. Same thing I'm doing. Same thing y'all got to do. Same thing you better do. Work hard. I'm talking about every day to improve what is lacking. Right now, on my end, what is lacking is a level of commitment and full cooperation from some people around me. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, I'm just like this. I am like I am. And I am like Amazon is. This shit ain't stopping for nobody. Like, whatever got to happen, whatever got to be spent to meet the goal down at the end of the line, that's what's going to happen. Just short of me killing myself, working myself to death, that's basically what's gonna happen. Ain't what gotta happen, it's what gonna happen. Whatever it take to make the shit be what it need to be, that's what you do as long as it's legal. You do it. And if you was in a profession that was illegal, you know you pushing to the limit. Man, shit. So like I said, man, smarter than the average bear, I like to shout out good stuff, and it give you a mindset, because I like to show and tell and give y'all good example, lead by example, that with hard work, dedication, you ain't gotta be nobody best friend. You ain't gotta be the most loved in the world. You ain't gotta be the most liked in the world. You just need to be yourself and go as hard as you can. Like I said, everybody got some corrections to be made, and it's an ongoing process. But when you see a problem developing, boy, it said, Mr. Come see me, financial freedom ain't free. And that's what I've been screaming since the channel started. I'm trying to show y'all how to be financially free. I'm I'm chilling. I'm through for the day. Did what I had to do. Got some repair did on here. Got folk calling me trying to throw money in my face, but the number ain't right. And like I told the broker, you know what I'm saying? I know those people personally that you getting that load from. And when this said company has quite a few trucks at its repertoire, they put their ass on their shoulder and they don't want to pay right. Then when I stop pulling up, I do other stuff. I ain't. That's why I say all this direct and then that little, yeah, that is consistent. That is good. That is money. That is what you want to do.